Good morning. It is September the 8th, 2016, and the biggest news announcements we will have today will be from the European Central Bank. The rate announcement is supposed to be unchanged. They're hopeful that they will extend their purchase period from March 17 until at least the end of September of 17. They're looking for a 6-month extension. They might increase the percentages of categories that they can invest in. The ECB has been floating trial balloons on doing stock purchases, ETFs. So there's a lot that could happen right now. If the ECB becomes more accommodative, increases their QE, it should take the euro lower. Tomorrow we'll be trading the December euro. So right now you can see as far as treasuries go, they are lower right now. Volume is moving lower. And looks like we're going to get to test that 131, even 131.04 area, which is the first area that we have support. So first buy zone will be 1 to 5. Second buy zone will be 25 to 29. On the sell side, we're at 7.5, so 11 to 15, sell 1. 19 to 23, sell 2. Now, no matter what happens at the rate announcement, off of that, Mario Draghi picks up the microphone at 8:30 Eastern, and he can move the euro 2 to 3 full points, and that would impact our markets too. We have a little news this morning. Jobless claims 264. Don't think anybody pays attention to it anymore. That's the default number. Quarterly services was information. Last announcement it was plus 1.3. In revenues, plus 5.7 year on year. I don't think anybody will pay any attention to that. Natural gas plus 44, and crude plus 600,000 barrels. Last night's API number showed a draw of 12 million barrels. I think they've never seen a draw that big, but if they have, it would. I mean, off the top of my head, I can't remember it, and that took crude up quite a bit last night, as you would expect. So they'll be looking for confirmation for the EIA number. The correlation between EIA and API numbers is 0. Very rarely do the two meet. So the APIs can show a huge draw, and the EIAs can show a build. Just have to be careful with that. Okay, looking at the 30-year. Resistance, pretty clearly 20 to 24. So 27.31, sell 1. 7 to 11, sell 2. Looks like support's 8 to 12. So 1 to 5, buy 1. And 21.25 by 2. Gold. If the ECB increases its QE or cuts its rates further, no one's expecting a rate cut, then gold should rally. And not much is going on right now, so it's going to be down to what Mr. Draghi says. an ex-Goldman employee. You know, it's amazing, but Goldman has the name vampire squid because they totally surround you in their tentacles and then they suck you dry. And it's really a very, very apropos name for them. But if you take a look at Paulson, who got Bush to do what Bush did, if you look at Draghi, who's a Goldman employee, if you look at Carney in the Bank of Canada, a Goldman employee, if you look at the guys that got in trouble in Malaysia, Goldman engineered the deal. Goldman has their hands behind every one of these big deals, damn near every one of them, and they never go to jail. And the reason they don't go to jail is that they take 7-figure compensated employees and they send them down to run various departments in our government for a couple of years, and they offer very, very lucrative jobs to government officials that can prosecute them or take them down after they retire from government, and that's how they stay out of jail. And it is a rigged game, and we see it all the time right now. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that would be nice to see that change, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, looking at gold, the 45 to 47 area would be a nice buy area. Obviously 50. You have to get through that to get to it. Then 40 to 42. So our big news event comes at 8:30 Eastern when Draghi picks up the mic, is the point. Okay, tomorrow we'll roll to DECE, the December contract for the euro. Okay, the original reaction is up, so it doesn't look like they did much. And again, the move starts in Frankfurt, so the KL split is probably a little more accurate for the start of new distributions than the MN split has been. So 113.15 to 25, sell 1. 113.50, sell 2. On the buy side, we broke it out from basically 75. So 12.75, buy 1. 12.50, buy 2. It doesn't look like anything changed in the official announcement. Okay, crude had a huge jump last night because of the draw, the APIs. And that's where it opened from. So we were at basically 45.50. We rallied to 46.50 off of that news. So we have a seller against 50, so 25 to 50. Sell 1. Now it's pretty typical to have a 30 to 50 cent trading range into the EIA announcement today, and they're looking for a build of 600,000 barrels. So we had the breakout from 45.50. So 46 is going to be the first support. 45.75 buy 1. I do think 45 is one of those round numbers, so 45, 45 and a quarter buy 2. And they'll be looking for confirmation with the EIA number. Rich Genders will be on at 12 Eastern today for a refresher, kick off the trading year webinar, review the rules, etc. I believe it's on crude, but he might talk a little bit about gold too. Okay, we are in the December contract as of 8:30 this morning. And just kind of looking at the market right here, you can see 78.50 is a pretty clean break. Then we've rejected prices as much as you can reject prices in the overnight at 81.50, 82.50. So we have a seller at 82, and we have had a buyer at 75. And we are pointed lower right now, so 74, 76 buy one. 69.71 by 2. On the sell, 80 to 82, sell 1. 85, 87, sell 2. Jobless claims, 264. Quarterly services index, plus 1.3. Year to year plus 5.7. No one will pay any attention to that. Crude oil plus 6 million barrels. And but the focus will be Mario Draghi's press conference at 8:30 Eastern. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be with you as soon as possible. In a bit.